Hawks. This is Tracy Tucker Cortez, class of '96, and I own a small charcuterie and cheese delivery business, NOSH Rally, and I'm going to talk to you today about putting together a New Year's Eve charcuterie and cheese board for your intimate gatherings. Typically, I work in a commercial kitchen space in downtown Raleigh, and I would be wearing gloves and a mask, but today I'm in the comfort of my own home, just like you'll be making yours. So let's get started. Today we're going to put together a simple yet elegant charcuterie tray for your New Year's Eve celebration. The tray that we're going to put together today is a great size for 2 to 3 people, just perfect for our intimate New Year's Eve gatherings. We're going to start with the highlight of all of the boards that I put together, the Bee Seasonal Honey. This is an excellent high grade honey. I cannot recommend a good quality honey enough. It is good on every single cheese. So find some good honey at Whole Foods or Trader Joe's or wherever you typically shop. I kind of put that right in the center of the board. The next thing I like to add are crackers. These are some artisanal crackers that you can pick up at Whole Foods. The crisps are excellent because if they sit out for a couple hours, they don't get soggy. They've got a nice little bite to them and lots of flavors. These are cranberry with rosemary. Always have a little bit of fruit on your board. I always typically use a green grape. I don't have any today, but we'll typically add some blackberries to that as well. You can also use strawberries or whatever seasonal fruit you can find. Next, we're going to slice some cheese. I like to do 2 to 3 cheeses based on the size of the board. Today we're going to just choose 2. This is a cheddar Gruyere. This is a semi-soft cheese. And if you just get a block like this, when you pick it up at the store, I like to make triangles instead of cubes just because they've got a little bit more style to them. So just take your cheese knife and lay the cheese flat and just make some long, thin slices like this. You probably only need 2 or 3 for this size board. And then we're just going to kind of turn them on their side and evenly space the knife so that you get a perfect triangle. Just like that. Again, don't forget to put these in honey. And I would just kind of lay these on the side. There's really no rules for what you put where. It's just kind of all about balance. Stick these guys right over here. So the idea is that you get all the big items on the board first, and then once you finish that part, you can fill in with the smaller things. A charcuterie board has to have meat. That's actually what the meaning of charcuterie is. So if you don't put any cured meats on your board, it's just a cheese board. So I like to use a variety for this. We've just got some nice hard salami, cured meats. We're gonna stick these over here. You can also use a nice prosciutto and balance out different textures of meats, but for this size, typically 1 is just fine. And then I'm going to add a, this is a pecorino, which is very similar to a Parmesan. This is a hard cheese, and I love to take this and take the end of your cheese knife if you have one and just make some chunks just like this. Again, these are great for dipping in the honey. They don't have to be pretty. They're meant to be kind of messy looking and organic. So just take the end of your knife, any knife really, and just chunk it off like that. And put those in there. And then finally, the end of the board is what I like to call the accoutrements. Typically that's olives and pickles, anything that you like. These are just some nice pitted green Mediterranean olives that we're gonna drop up here. If I had some pickles, I could put those there as well. It's really just anything you like. There's no rules. It's just things that you and your family or you and your guests like to enjoy. And then I'm going to add at the end some dried apricots, add a little bit more fruit to the board. For folks that like something sweet. And these Turkish figs are amazing, so I'm gonna put these over here. You wanna pay attention to colors as well and textures and make sure you've got a variety of things. Like don't put 2 white cheeses together. You want to break up the space a little bit. And then finally, we're going to put some rosemary right in the middle as a final garnish. And you are all set. Thanks again for tuning in today to Instagram TV with the Hawks. And I hope you guys have an awesome holiday season. If you want to learn more about charcuterie and NOSH Raleigh, you can visit us on social at NOSH Raleigh, or you can visit our website at www.noshraleigh.com. Go Hawks!